Hello students, today I am going to take the next topic of the chapter Books of Original Entry, that is Journal, Recording of Banking Transactions. In this module, we will study about the transactions related to banks. So shall we start? Cash deposited into bank. As we have earlier discussed that every transaction affects at least two accounts. If one is debited, then other must be credited. So cash deposited into bank affects cash account, bank account, and the entry will be bank account debit to cash account because cash goes out and bank is the receiver. Next, cash withdrawn from bank. Reverse of the previous entry. Two accounts affected are cash and bank. Cash withdrawn from bank means now bank is the giver and cash comes in. So the entry will be cash account debit to bank account. Next, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. When any cash or goods have been withdrawn from personal use, then it is considered as drawings. So the two accounts affected are drawings and bank. Entry will be drawings account debit to bank account. Next, when check of rupees 5,000 received from the customers are deposited in the bank on the same day. Here two accounts affected are customer and bank because customer deposited the money in the bank. Entry will be bank account debit because bank is the receiver here to customer account because customer is the giver here. So the entry will be bank account debit to customer account. When a check previously deposited into bank is dishonored. Two accounts affected are customer account and bank account. Dishonored means cancelled due to any reason. So, when we deposited the check, entry will be bank to customer. Now, check return back to the customer, then customer debit to bank because customer is the receiver here and bank is the giver. Next, when check received from the customers are not deposited in the bank on the same day, means check is in the hand and bank is not affected because check has not been deposited in the bank. So two accounts affected are check in hand account and customer account. Entry will be check in hand account debit to customer's account. Next, when above checks deposited into bank. Now here comes the role of bank. Bank has received the check, means bank is the receiver of the check. Bank debit to check in hand account. Entry will be bank account debit to check in hand account. Next, When check is received from the customers and discount is allowed to him, and if the check is deposited in the bank on the same day. Check received from the customers, discount allowed to him, check deposited into bank. Here three accounts are affected: bank account, discount allowed account, and customer account. So the entry will be bank account debit, discount allowed account debit to customer account, because we have allowed discount to customer, so it is an expense for our business and all the expenses are debited. That is why discount allowed account debit. If the above check is dishonored, discount allowed to customer will also be withdrawn. If the above check is dishonored, then we reversed the entry, like customer debit to bank account to discount allowed account. Next, bank charges charged by bank. Bank charges charged by bank means bank charges is an expense charged by bank. So the entry will be bank charges account debit to bank account. Next, when customer directly deposited in our bank account. Customer directly deposited in our bank account means bank is the receiver here and customer is the giver. So the entry will be bank account debit to customer account. Interest allowed by bank means bank has given us interest. It is an income for the business. So the entry will be interest bank account debit to interest account. Interest charged by bank. Here interest is an expense for the business because bank has charged interest from us. So the entry will be interest account debit to bank account. When payment of rupees 5,000 is made by issue of check, payment is given to any person. So the here personal account affected, and by issue of check means it is through the mode of bank. So the entry will be personal account debit to bank account. Next, when expenses of rupees 5,000 are paid by issue of check. Expenses paid by issue of check means expenses debit by the mode of bank. So the entry will be expenses account debit to bank account. Hope all the transactions related to banks are clear to you. Next entries we will discuss in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.